In 1922, a family of 6 disappeared from a remote farm in Germany, leaving behind a gruesome discovery and speculation about their fate. The Hinterkaifeck farm was a remote, rural farm in Bavaria, Germany, isolated from nearby villages. In 1922, the Gruber family of 6 mysteriously disappeared, leaving their farm abandoned and untouched. A search party found the family's belongings, including money and valuables, still intact inside the farmhouse. A gruesome discovery was made. Animal cadavers and human remains were found mutilated in a barn nearby. The case remains unsolved, fueling speculation about a possible serial killer or occult ritual gone wrong. The Hinterkaifeck farm was eventually abandoned, and its dark history has become a legendary German mystery. Explore the crazy Lexus hoverboard concept that uses magnetic levitation, inspired by the movie Back to the Future, and see how it actually works. The Lexus hoverboard concept was inspired by the iconic movie Back to the Future Part 2. It uses magnetic levitation technology, also known as maglev, to hover above the ground. The hoverboard is powered by a superconducting magnet and liquid nitrogen for cooling. The magnetic track system is made of copper and aluminum for efficient electromagnetic interaction. The Lexus hoverboard can hover up to 10 centimeters above the track and move at a decent speed. The concept remains experimental, but showcases a promising future for transportation technology. See how real estate agents like Ryan Serhant use the anchoring effect to make a $10 million mansion seem like a bargain by comparing it to an even more expensive one. The anchoring effect is a psychological bias that influences buyers' perceptions of value in real estate. Top agents like Ryan Serhant use the anchoring effect to set a higher reference price for luxury properties. By comparing a $10 million mansion to a $15 million comparable property, agents make it seem like a bargain. The anchoring effect works by creating a mental reference point that makes subsequent prices seem more reasonable. Real estate agents often use selective comparisons to create a favorable anchor price for their listings. Learn about the record-breaking triage efforts during the 2010 Haiti earthquake, where medical teams used innovative techniques to prioritize patients and save lives. On the 12th of January 2010, a massive 7 earthquake struck Haiti, killing over 220,000 people instantly. Medical teams used the sort-and-go triage method, prioritizing patients with best chance of survival. Doctors and nurses implemented field hospitals to treat patients in tents and open spaces quickly. The Triage tag system helped medical staff categorize patients by injury severity and priority level. Despite limited resources, medical teams performed over 1,000 amputations to save countless lives. The heroic efforts saved thousands of lives, earning international recognition and praise from medical responders. In electronic dance music, sidechaining is used to create a pumping effect, as seen in the song One by Veracocha, where the kick drum triggers the compressor to duck the bass line. Sidechaining in EDM creates a pumping effect by dynamically ducking one sound with another. The technique is commonly used to make space for the kick drum in a mix. In Veracocha's One, the kick drum triggers the compressor to duck the bass line. This ducking effect is achieved using a compressor with a sidechain input. Sidechaining can be used to create rhythmic interest and energy in a track. When done well, sidechaining can make your EDM tracks sound more professional and polished. Join the European Space Agency's mission to launch an atomic clock into space and discover how microgravity affects timekeeping with the Pharaoh experiment. The European Space Agency is launching an atomic clock into space to revolutionize timekeeping. Atomic clocks in space can be up to 10 times more accurate than those on Earth. The Pharaoh experiment will test how microgravity affects the clock's precision and stability. In space, the clock's frequency can shift due to the weaker gravitational field. This experiment can improve our understanding of Einstein's theory of general relativity. The results can also lead to more accurate GPS navigation and telecommunications on Earth. Pelé is one of only 4 players to score a hat-trick in the World Cup finals, doing so in 1958 against France. Pelé is the youngest player to score a hat-trick in the World Cup, at just 17 years and 239 days old. The 1958 World Cup final was played in front of 50,000 fans at the Råsunda Stadium in Solna, Sweden. Pelé's 3 goals against France came in a span of just 23 minutes, between the 52nd and 75th minutes. Pelé's hat-trick helped Brazil win their first-ever World Cup title, defeating France 5-2. Only 3 other players have scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final: Jeff Hurst, Carly Lloyd, and Kylian Mbappé. Pelé's incredible performance in the 1958 World Cup final cemented his status as a football legend, earning him global recognition. From the world's largest collection of Disney memorabilia to the longest queue wait ever recorded, we're counting down the top 10 most fascinating Disney World records that will blow your mind. The Magic Kingdom at Disney World is the most visited theme park in the world. The world's largest collection of Disney memorabilia is over 350,000 items strong. The longest recorded queue wait at Disney World was 3 hours and 30 minutes for Space Mountain. Disney World's Animal Kingdom is home to over 1,700 animals from 250 species. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror holds the record for the fastest drop in a theme park ride. The utilidors beneath Disney World cover over 7 miles of underground tunnels and passageways. Let's uncover the mysteries and secrets surrounding the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most impressive architectural achievements in history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and only remaining ancient wonder of the original 7 wonders. Built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2580 BC, it's a massive structure with 2.3 million stone blocks. Each stone block weighs an average of 2.5 tons, with some weighing as much as 80 tons. The pyramid's original height was 146.5 meters, making it the tallest man-made structure for 3,800 years. The Great Pyramid's base is a near-perfect square, with each side aligning almost perfectly with the 4 cardinal directions. The pyramid's construction required an estimated 20 years and 100,000 workers, a remarkable achievement for a pyramid. Discover how LeBron James wears the same pair of socks for every playoff game, a superstition that's been with him since his early days in the NBA. LeBron James has worn the same lucky socks for every playoff game since 2011. This superstition started during his time with the Miami Heat, where he won 2 NBA championships. The socks are a specific brand and style, which LeBron has worn throughout his playoff career. LeBron has credited his lucky socks for his success, saying they bring him confidence and calmness. Despite changing teams and jerseys, LeBron's socks have remained a constant in his playoff routine. LeBron's lucky socks have become an iconic part of his NBA legacy, symbolizing his dedication to superstition and success.